You go. All right. Hey, welcome to another episode of Diez Nuts. I'm here with Keegan Carmychael, aka the reincarnation of Mitch Hedberg. He had a little bit of a splash episode on Kill Tony. Is that right, Keegan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The comments were a bit divisive, right? There was it was like people who were like, yeah, I want more Mitch Hedberg. I love this guy and his jokes are good. And people who are like, he's just ripping off Mitch Hedberg and it's unacceptable.
I'm a very polarizing figure, but it works in my favor because the more one side hates me, it forces the other side to love me. So.
Well, I don't know on what side I'm on yet. I do. I mean, I don't hate you at all. But I remember we met about 1 year and a half ago, I want to say. It was in May in LA, last year.
We met at the Laugh Factory in LA during the Kill Tony. Do you want one? I brought one for you.
Yeah, during it was a, oh no, I'm good for now.
Okay. No, so I was in LA at the time and the Kill Tony crew came out to LA for the Brady roast and the Netflix fest.
Yeah.
So we met at the Laugh Factory, and
did you meet before or after the show on the street?
They let you come by the open mic to run your set for the night. You were doing a show there later.
Yeah.
So we were waiting outside and we talked for a while. So that was the first time we met, and I was disappointed when you told me you didn't remember where we met because that was a big moment for me. Whoops, I'm not gonna spill anything. But
yeah, that's what women say when they meet me.
Yeah. Then what happened?
Yeah, I never remember. Sorry.
Or at least women talk to you.
Yeah. Talk. Yeah, that's what they do.
No, so it was actually really cool for me to meet you out there because I had actually been studying you because you had just had your run on Kill Tony.
Yes, sir.
And at that time, I was really like honing in on the economy of words, and no one was telling a joke in fewer words than you were. Mm-hmm. So I was actually studying you. And then when we met at the Laugh Factory, like I wanted to pick your mind a little bit and talk to you.
And then I kind of annoyed you, or no? That was before I saw your act, right?
Well, so
and then I saw your act during the open mic, and then we talked again.
Yeah, we talked again. So I actually got a callback that day. It's the only time I ever got a callback at the Laugh Factory, and I was like, haha, I got to do it in front of Rick. Cool. But, no, so yeah,
and I liked your jokes. I remember liking them. I don't remember exactly what I told you, but I did remember being like, this guy's doing Hedberg. And then I talked to you like, what are you doing? Are you doing it on purpose or not? And I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to figure out whether this was just who you were. Maybe you were born in the same area, same environment, with like same accent, or are you just doing a Hedberg with your material? I'm not saying you're ripping off his material.
Well, we're both Midwesterners. I don't know if that has to do anything like with the accent. That's what people tell me, but I don't know. But what was the first part?
The first part was, were you? Are you doing? Did you used to do drugs but still do?
Well, the answer there is yes. But I've been getting better. I've actually been sobering up. I've been clean for like 2 weeks and my brain's coming back to me. When I have my brain, everyone is so screwed. Okay. I'm telling you right now, you guys are screwed when I have my brain, all right?
What do you mean by screwed?
Because I'm firing on full power.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm scared and afraid. So okay, so you're in LA. That's over a year ago. I'm assuming in the meantime, so many people are coming to you like, hey, what's going on with the Hedberg thing? In that whole year before you signed up, before you ended up on Kill Tony, right?
Every single second of my life.
So how do you resist that? How do you not give up? How do you not change? How do you not surrender?
Because everyone who fits in keeps trying to tell me how to stand out. And brilliance is the counterpart to everyone telling you what to do. So when people can't reach your level, they try to bring you down to theirs. And they'll never make it because they're too worried about trying to fix you instead of fixing themselves.
That was a beautiful statement. You do have your brain about you.
I'm back. Yeah, everyone. I'll say this right now. Everyone in my DMs who keeps telling me, I hope you OD sooner than Mitch did, just know that has driven me to get clean. And you're only making me stronger. Because when I'm clean, I have my full brain. And you guys are screwed, man.
People are DMing you to
Every day. You look like Kurt Cobain. I hope you put a gun to your head too. Or the other one is you are just. I hope you OD sooner than Mitch did. Like, how miserable do you have to be to message people that?
I mean, I've gotten pretty bad ones too, but maybe not as directly terrible. Some of them were. But how do you? Okay, but do you get positive ones?
I do get positive ones.
What are the positive ones? What do they say? People who like
just keep going. We love you. We think you're awesome. We love your jokes. Keep going. I'll say this: I've learned so much how fake the internet is, because the internet is a very negative place. But in real life, everyone has been so overwhelmingly positive to me, and it just makes me realize, like, people can say whatever they want on the internet, because it takes no skill to post a comment or send a message. So people want to do that.
I will say that those threats required some skill. They were pretty savage. That requires a very, very aggressive level of hate.
It does, and you know what? The way I counter that is, like, I realize that those people are just miserable. I know that in my life, when I've been my most miserable, I've gotten cold-hearted too. So I just try to respond to them like positively, and show them like they're still good in the world, you know.
And so how do you see your comedy going forward? You see yourself changing anything about your style? You see yourself just doing what you're doing? How do you project yourself?
Absolutely not, because if history repeats itself, it's gonna start quoting me. So, a lot of young people, you know.
That was pretty good. So a lot of young people.
See, a lot of young people love me. It's a lot of old people who want to gatekeep and try to bring me down. And I keep thinking about, like, old folks talking about back in my day, but homie, this is my day. Well, that's an old Kanye lyric. That's all I think about. So, you know what? This is my day. That's how I look at it.
All right. Well, next time you do Kanye quotes, can you do a Kanye voice and dress like Kanye?
Kanye? Okay.
Sure. Don't do it now. Don't go from Hedberg.
How much do you want me to dress like Kanye? Because I feel like that could get me in a lot of trouble.
Well, don't dress like his wife, because that's gonna get you in more trouble.
Only on the weekends.
Only on the weekends. So how many? What's the longest set you've done so far in time?
30. Do you want to know why? This is a great story.
I'll go for it.
So I was doing this show. It was on this back patio.
Where was it?
Out here on 8th Street. Okay. I can't remember the place. It's over on 8th Street here. Martin Phillips was headlining. Okay, and they're like, hey, Martin's having an emergency. How much time can you do? And I'm like, oh shit, Martin's having an emergency. I'm like, uh-oh. But I just went up there and I just went until Martin showed up. It was like a half hour, maybe even longer. But
were you doing? Was it all jokes that you had written, or at one point did you start ad-libbing, doing anything else?
Oh, it was all material, but I mean, it was a pretty loose environment. So, you know, I just threw in some jabs at the crowd and whatnot.
Cool. All right.
But it's easy because they were all like out of towners in town for a football game, so it was just kind of easy to jab back and forth with them, you know.
That's pretty fun. And so how did you feel about doing that 30? Did you feel like, oh shit, I can stay on stage for 30 minutes, or?
Oh, I can do infinity. How much time do you need, Rick? I'll do it. I don't care. I love telling jokes. I'll stand and deliver till I ain't got no more liver. It don't matter to me.
Sorry, I'll stand and deliver till I got no more liver. That's
Hey, hold on, dude.
Is that so?
You need one?
Well, I'll hold it here. I don't drink alcohol, but I appreciate the
more for me.
Shout out to Lone Star, I guess. Very popular beer in Texas.
Yeah.
All right. So how many times did you sign up Uncle Tony before you got on? How long have you been in Austin for?
I don't know, like amount of times, but it was coming on like a year and a half in terms of total signups.
Yeah.
Not consecutively because I've been back and forth between here and LA.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, it took a long time.
And then, so like, how does okay, because there's several questions in a row, I guess, but overall, it's like, how does the comedy scene in LA and in Austin react to you overall? Are you able to make friends with your style, or are they just pissed off?
It's great question. So in LA, they're definitely a little harsher, but that's why I like it because, if you're gonna, people always feel like they have to give me their opinion, which is crazy that they think I care. It just drives me. If you want to talk shit about me, just know it's going to drive me. I wanted to quit comedy so many times. I've quit before, but I can't because so many people try so hard to bring me down.
You're fueled by hate?
Absolutely.
And Lone Star.
That's one. Other things.
Other things.
I was in... Father's Day 2024, I was in Union Square in New York. And I had Father's Day. I called my dad. I'd actually decided I'd quit that day, but I didn't have the balls to like tell my dad I was gonna quit. And I just decided to do one more mic. And there were people out there. This was at the Stand, one of my favorite clubs, by the way. The Stand. There are people out there who waited to talk some crap to me. I was like, I can't give up now. Yeah, and I'm like. After the open mic, I'm like, I can't quit. There's way too many people trying to bring me down.
I went to the open mic at the Stand. I also did a couple spots last month. I love the place. It's incredible.
Yeah, the bottom floor, right, dude? The bottom room at this Stand is like my favorite room in all of comedy. It's so cool.
It's top 5 for me. But the Stand is never going to have me back. I love the people at the Stand. I love both rooms. I love the food. If you're in New York, go to the Stand. That's what I would say.
I can't afford the food in Manhattan.
No, but at the Stand, they give comics a deal on the food. If you're on the show.
I'm not big enough to get free food at the club.
No, you don't get free food. You get a good discount. It's New York. They're not going to give you free food.
My bad.
But the discount was like, I don't know, I got like a New York strip for like a very, very affordable price. And I was like, this is great. So that was actually for the price of like less than a lunch here.
I aspire to get the discounted strip steak at the Stand one day.
Well, you'll get there, man. But no, I'm still very. I'm sorry to keep digging. So
no, go ahead.
So you're here. So in LA they're harsher. So what the times that you were considering quitting comedy? What had happened in general those days? What's a repeated pattern? What would make you want to quit?
So actually, it's interesting. I think my journey is definitely different. I think the thing was like I was doing good, but not seeing results. That's the most frustrating thing in comedy, I think, is like when you're actually doing good, but nothing is coming from it. Now, don't get me wrong. I totally have times where I bomb. I'm not saying I bat 1,000.
Otherwise, you're not writing.
Right. And but I'm just saying like times where I would kill and nothing would come from it. I'd just be like, man, what do I have to do? You know? So I think that was the most frustrating part.
Well, it's very hard to killing is not enough anymore, unfortunately. It's about a lot of intangibles and exposure and working on your online presence. And this is why I'm doing this right now. It's a lot of like, how can I put myself out there so more people see me regardless?
Yeah, that's kind of the feeling I got in LA. Like you really only get put on if you already have an online presence.
Yep.
Like they don't even care if you're a stand-up comedian, but like if you have an online presence, they're gonna book you.
Well, it's the unfortunate industry situation. It's where it's at. That's one of the things.
That's the world we live in now. It just is what it is.
Yeah, like back in the day, it was more, are you on TV? And or you know, and then now it's more, are you writing for TV? Like it's a lot of indirect networking. Well, if this guy has an online presence and he has reels at this club, it's gonna showcase this club and this venue and this show. So it's like, what can you do? It's what can you do for me? But also it makes sense. Like you want to bring attention to venues and shows and sell tickets and sell food. But unless we can provide that to the venues, it's very hard for them to book us if they have someone else who may be less funny than you or more funny, but who can who's going to sell those tickets and that food and those drinks for you.
Right.
For example, I've been told that Uncle Laser, one of the biggest reasons why he's booked a lot is first of all, he's done a great online job and great way to build his brand, but also his crowd drinks a lot. Oh. So they bring a lot of business to venues, and that is his doing. Like he's created this monster that can just, hey, you're gonna make money if I come to your town. So like I guess me not drinking, the only thing I can do is encourage people to get drunk by depressing them or something like that. Yeah.
So anyway, what I was saying was, so basically. What were you saying, Rick?
So when you mentioned earlier that you were studying me because of my economy of words, what positives and negatives did you take away from what I'm doing?
Well, positives, I would just say not a lot of people are trying to do one-liner comedy anymore. So when I saw you come out and do that, that was just really cool to me. I was like, okay, here's someone else doing it and is actually good at it and actually understands it. Because I see people who try it, but they don't actually get how to do it.
What do you mean by understand it? What is understanding it versus not understanding it?
How to set it up and punch and actually understand the fundamentals. Like how to misdirect it or increase the bizarreness of it. I think a lot of people think one-liner comedy is just to say a sentence that's funny, but you actually have to like be able to set it up and punch it in like 3 parts. To me, a joke, I don't care if your joke is 5 minutes long or 1 sentence. It needs 3 parts.
All right.
So like even if a joke is 1 sentence, I still say it in 3 different parts because we're programmed to have a beginning, middle, and end.
Yep.
So if you can tell the joke in 3 parts, then the crowd's going to know, oh, this is the end. This is where I laugh.
Yep. I've noticed that sometimes I'll have, if my set is going well, and sometimes I'll say a joke that's a bit mid, but because of the rhythm, they know to laugh, so they keep laughing.
Exactly.
At a joke that's going to do average at a different show where my set is not going as well, just because they got into that rhythm. One thing I would add to your 3 elements is a 4th element that I've been working on. It's subtext. Like I feel like even in a one-liner, you can say the joke and get a laugh at that, and then the subtext is like another layer of interpretation. What am I actually conveying with this joke that's a bit deeper in meaning? And that's where I'm working my set to the sad man part of like, maybe I'm saying something that seems stupid. Turns out it is about relationships. It is about your family. It is about feeling alone or other things, Right? You see what I mean?
I feel so. Are you saying that if you can get them to relate to it more, they'll laugh, they'll understand it and laugh if they can relate?
No, I think they're gonna laugh if the joke is good, no matter what. I feel like the subtext for me matters more in terms of what I see as my personal, at least creative project of what am I trying to say with my comedy. I'm not trying to be pompous about it, but it's more, I feel like every persona or every character we put out there there's a character treatment to it. There's what is this person trying to say overall? Like, is he just stupid? What do you mean?
Underlying theme.
An underlying theme. So, but also it's more, okay, for example, now I'm trying to write more American-based stuff from the point of view of being a guy that just came in from Spain and Europe and is discovering this country. It's been done a lot by the Brits, and but I think from a Spanish European point of view, non-British, it's not done that much. There are European comics here, of course. So I'm not the only one. But I'm trying to like, okay, what can I say? Where's like based on my job experience, because I start talking about my work a little more and the fact that I've traveled and been exposed to a lot of different cultures. So it's like, well, now I can bring that knowledge to now being able to say, hey, no, I'm actually accredited to comment on this, and then try to make it into a one-liner.
See, that's very interesting you say that, because I actually take the complete opposite approach, where it's like, if the less they know about you,
Yeah.
the more mysterious it becomes, and then it's more intriguing.
I agree. It's a different approach.
So, like, if I can just do the most random jokes,
Yep.
there's sort of this allure to, like, we don't know who the heck this guy is.
What's
and
happening?
that makes it more interesting.
It does, yeah.
That's how I feel. Rick, can I do an ad real quick? I have an ad. I have to do an ad.
Let's try it.
Oh, timeout. Oh.
There's no timeout. You're being recorded the whole time. Keegan is in his bag right now. He's fetching some stuff.
Wallet.
Oh, my wallet. It's a very tiny wallet, yeah. You have a mini fridge?
Yeah, okay. Time back in.
All right. If he pulls out another Lone Star.
Rick, can you give me the line? You're sponsored by Coke Zero. Okay, just when it's time. Okay.
You or the podcast?
Not you, just you.
You're sponsored.
Not yet. So I'm sponsored by Coke Zero.
You're sponsored by Coke Zero?
Yeah. Fuck me.
Was that the right time to deliver it? Your ass is in your butt is in the frame.
Does it look good?
No.
That's how you get booked in LA.
Okay. Yeah. Pre-mime. What's happening? I'm very confused. The mystery and the allure is hitting me right in the face right now. Yeah.
So I'm sponsored by Coke Zero.
You're sponsored by Coke Zero?
Yeah. So
Wait. Do it again.
So I'm sponsored by Coke Zero.
You're sponsored by Coke Zero?
One more time. Come on.
I'm gonna post the whole thing.
Okay. All right. So I'm sponsored by Coke Zero.
You're sponsored by Coke Zero?
Yeah. Oh, we're giving you 0 Coke sponsorships. Hold on. All right.
You're not sponsored by Coke Zero?
I drink off-brand cola. Sometimes the knockoff is good too.
What's a knockoff? What brand is a knockoff?
The internet will go for it.
I couldn't see the label.
Oh, HEB cola.
HEB Cola. They really copied the design. It's pretty wild.
Would you like an HEB cola?
Yeah, for later, for sure. It probably tastes better than the original.
It is actually good.
It is better
That's
than
what
the
I'm
original?
trying to tell people.
right,
The
hey.
knockoff can be just as good as the original.
HEB, if you ever see this clip, sponsor Keegan Carmychael on your original cola brand.
I have to say something about sponsorships too.
Okay.
Lodge, what the fuck? That joke is at 2.5 million views now, and you have not reached out to me. Your PR team sucks.
But I bet asking the lodge this way is really gonna work and help out. What was the joke again?
The cast iron pan joke that went viral.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually want to bring this up right now.
Okay.
So
Yeah, don't do it later.
So I know you're gonna remember this, Rick.
Okay.
Do you remember the time when Kanye said, hold up, I ain't trying to stunt, man, but the Yeezys jumped over the jump man?
Okay.
Okay. Well, you need to call your boy Tony Hinchcliffe and tell him to get me back on the show, because one joke about a pan has outperformed that entire episode. And there's a part 2 to the pan joke. I would love to come on and do it, Tony.
All right, I'll make sure to not do that. But however, if I clip this and he sees it and he wants you back, hey man, you should message him and tell him you want to do part 2 of the joke. And if you haven't and he hasn't responded, welcome to the world of messaging very famous people. That is what it is. But so there's a part 2 to the joke. Would you say that you got to 2.5 million views because of the quality of the joke, or because the comments were all love and hate for you?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Actually, no. People actually really like that one.
Yeah, because I have a joke that's not that great about Palestine, but it keeps getting views and comments because people are like, what I like about it was it was just an offbeat reaction I had during a show. It was a crowd work moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking a friend of mine, hey, do you think am I saying anything really wrong about it? And he was like, no, you're fine with this. And I posted it and I'm fine. Nobody's trying to cancel me over it. So that's cool. But what's incredible about it is people on both sides read it as being for their side. So I have comments are like, hell yeah, Rick, these guys suck from the other side. And then the other guys are like, hell yeah, those guys just deserve to like pass away. And I'm like, how did I get right in the middle? It's pretty cool. It's kind of,
Internet's
it is. But yeah.
The internet is so dumb. Oh my God.
But the only reason you're here is because of the internet.
I know. But the only reason I'm here is because they're dumb.
The only reason I'm here is because of the internet. So yeah. The only reason I've gotten late. No, okay. So you're not. Are you wearing socks or not?
Yeah, I'm a psychopath, but I'm not that crazy.
Oh, okay, thank God. You're wearing short socks with high boots. Okay, that's a choice.
The shit I get criticized for now, man.
Yeah, I was asking him when we sat down. I was like, "Oh, you're not wearing your sunglasses," and then,
yeah, I can't. I don't know what I can wear anymore. We live in Texas, all right? I live in Texas, and I'm starting to learn I'm not allowed to wear sunglasses either.
And a jacket.
People like see me outside wearing sunglasses. They're like, "Oh, Mitch. Oh, but Mitch wore sunglasses." I'm like, it is 110 degrees out. The sun is hurting my skin and everything. I can wear sunglasses, people.
But you wear them indoors.
I've never worn sunglasses indoors.
You never wear them on stage?
No.
Huh. Next, if you're ever back on Kill Tony, put the sunglasses on. Double down.
No. Oh, I'm doubling down on who I am. But you know what?
Double down on the sunglasses, dude.
No,
that's my rec.
No. Okay. Let's actually talk about this.
Okay.
So I could have leaned so hard into the Mitch thing, and
you haven't.
No, I'm Keegan.
Okay.
And I could have leaned so hard into the Mitch thing and like probably seriously increased my following. But it like if I want to make it because I'm a great joke teller. That's it.
But then I would say, okay, I agree. I mean, you're a good joke teller.
I'm a great joke teller.
Okay, no, I agree. You're a good joke teller.
It's all fuel to the fire.
I'm just messing with you. But I feel like either you lean into Mitch or you kind of like disengage from almost being Mitch because you're so close that people think you're doing him anyway, so you might as well lean in or actually try to differentiate yourself properly if you really want to be just Keegan. Right now, you're still kind of sounding and looking like him.
Okay, I got a question, Rick. Did the Beatles write Twist and Shout?
No.
Do you know who did?
Was it Chuck Berry? I feel like
no.
Little Richard.
No. And here's the thing.
Who wrote it?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, Justin. Justin's gonna tell us who wrote it. Phil Medley. He wrote it so much.
Okay, and guess what? Nobody cares because when they hear music, they just want to dance. And when people come to the comedy club, they just want to laugh. That's what I'm focused on. Whether I'm just Keegan and I just want to make people laugh. That's it. It doesn't matter if I'm doing Mitch's style or my own style, whatever. When people come to the comedy club, they just want to laugh. That's what I want to give them.
All right.
You ever thought about shaving your head?
A long time ago, I was like that.
And so you grew your hair?
Differentiate.
Oh, I love it. You think I'm going to cut this hair? Hell no. Jeez.
It is beautiful, silky hair.
Thank you. Head and shoulders. That's the key. Head and shoulders. That's it. That's all you need.
Well, I don't know why it's called. I mean, head and shoulders is for people who have a lot of what do you call it? Follicles or whatever it is.
Dandruff. Here's the thing. Okay, tidbit out there.
All right,
this is not a sponsor. I have so many sponsors. This is not one of them. Head and shoulders, use it on your face. If your face gets dry, you just put Head and Shoulders on it. That's how you keep a nice face.
Okay.
Fun fact.
I don't think it's gonna fix mine. Do you? I'll try it. Have you tried ejaculate? Okay, no. So since when have you? So you've been in Austin, back and forth in Austin for over a year now.
I mean, I came back. I've been back in Austin for like 4 months, maybe.
Okay, and we never got to the Austin part. So how does the comedy scene here accept you and embrace you or not?
There's cooler people. There's definitely still people who are hostile towards me, or like.
How does that hostility how does that hostility manifest itself?
Like what do they say to me?
What do they say, or what? Or are they passive aggressive? Do people not book you? Like, how do you feel? What do you feel?
A lot of people just they just try to tell me to change, but excuse me. Okay, a lot of people just tell me I need to change. Okay, I think what's really interesting is people try to tell me that I need to act like everyone else. Well,
how do they say it? Because I don't think any comic wants you to sound like any other comic in a way. So they all want you to develop your own character, I assume.
Why do you say character? I'm not doing a character.
No, everybody has a persona, on stage persona.
Yeah,
that's
persona.
What I mean.
Okay, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah, I meant persona.
I don't know. People just keep telling me that I should change.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, if I'm like everyone else, then I'm like everyone else. What the fuck? Then that's being less original. They're like, you need to be original. But if I'm like everyone else, then I'm just like everyone else.
But it's funny because in a way, I feel like probably some of my jokes are a little Hedberg-y. Like some of my jokes might be a little Jimmy Carrey, or because we're writing one-liners, so
yeah, some
of those one-liners are always gonna sound like somebody else in a way, depending on the idea. But nobody's ever. I've managed to. Maybe it's the accent and my glasses and my physical appearance. But I'm assuming most of the comments you get do boil down to your physical appearance and your cadence. Yes. If it was just the jokes, I don't think anybody would tell you anything.
Yes, and you know what? All I can say, correct? And all I can say to that is I'm not going to change who I am to please anybody. See, here's the thing. The world has already decided who I am, so I'm not going to try to please anybody.
But they haven't agreed on who you are at all. Like some people love you and some people hate you.
And that's the allure to me.
That's the allure? You want to be loved and hated?
I feel like to be successful, you have to be loved or hated. You can't be anything in between.
Well, then I think you should double down on wear sunglasses. You'll get more love and more hate.
But I'm Keegan. I just want to be Keegan. I never got into this being like, oh, time to do Mitch Hedberg. You know what's actually this, on my honor, to whatever God anyone believes in, okay? When I decided to get into comedy and I was like kind of like just looking at comics, I remember thinking to myself like, I could never be like Mitch Hedberg. I swear.
All right, but you started doing your act, and the moment you started, were people immediately comparing you, or did it evolve over time?
I think because of my accent, and like you said, my accent and like with the way I look. So I got it pretty quickly, but then I actually started doing one-liners just in case I ever got on Kill Tony.
Oh, okay.
And it just took me so long to get on Kill Tony. And plus, I fell in love with the one-liner process because my favorite comedian was always Dimitri Martin. I love Dimitri Martin.
I love Dimitri too.
And
I think he's fantastic.
Yeah. And
so some people give me shit for loving him, and I don't fully get it.
They do, and people want me to like change my answer on who my favorite comedian is. First of all, I love Mitch. Mitch is amazing. Of course, he's influenced me. But if you want me to change my answer on who my favorite comedian is, fuck you. It's always been Dimitri, and it always will be.
Okay, I'm gonna keep digging in a little bit. I do feel, however, that when you started comedy, did you have long hair?
Moderate. I mean, obviously not as long as it is right now.
All right, and you started because I started doing one-liners because it was the only thing that I was good at the beginning, and then so I focused on that. Somehow, one-liners came to me faster than stories. So I got more. So maybe if I had focused more on longer bits for like tried harder on that, I would have been able to do that. But then I just like my ADHD brain likes to switch from joke to joke to joke to idea to idea to idea, and that's why how I ended up doing all these one-liners. Even though I feel like over time I've written enough on certain topics that some of it is starting to become bits, which I find interesting, but that's for later. But I do hear when I'm talking to you now in a longer form that your accent does sometimes switch from a more Mitch Hedberg heavy accent to a lighter version of it. So you're able to go deeper into it or not, depending on what you choose to do. So you are doing a Mitch, not just a Keegan.
That's what blows. Dude, people hang on my every syllable, and I think people need to go outside, man. Go the fuck outside, people. They'll be like, people will be in my comments like, oh, right there at pause it at 34 seconds, he switches up. Go for a fucking hike. Also, I'll say this. People don't understand. People who aren't comedians don't understand how to tell jokes. When you tell a joke, it needs to be in a certain cadence or rhythm for it to work.
Agreed.
So, like, yeah. When I'm telling a one-liner, it's gonna sound like the other guy who's really famous for doing one-liners.
Well, here I kind of have to disagree with you. And I'm not talking about your accent, your Midwestern accent, or but I feel like, for example, if you listen to Stephen Wright, his cadence is different from Mitch Hedberg, is different from Dimitri, is different from Jimmy Carr. They all kind of deliver one-liners, but they all have like an intensity and inflections at different timings. The pauses are not at the exact same time. The misdirects are not as exaggerated, or like Jimmy Carr is going to be the meanest, you know. Stephen Wright is going to be the most absurd. Somehow Hedberg ends up being the most observational and I would say nostalgic. There's a nostalgic. He's nostalgic.
Yes, certainly he owns the nostalgia for sure.
Mm-hmm. So there's ways where I think over time you'll find content. No, go ahead.
Do you think that's because he passed away?
I would say yes, but also because a lot of his jokes, at least the ones that I remember, tend to be about kind of everyday things of people. And those everyday things, a lot of people can go back to their childhood and talk about it.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
See, that's okay. A
Stephen Wright joke about elevators doesn't bring you back to your childhood. A Mitch Hedberg joke brings you back to your childhood.
But I think the point of great comedy is to tell jokes that people can share with each other and remember. For example, Dimitri has a joke about batteries. Every time I go to the Walmart, I walk past the batteries because they're by the checkout. I'm forced to think about the Dimitri joke about batteries. That's the point to me, is to make jokes that are memorable. If you can make a joke about a toaster or any random object,
I'd say we are alike in that. And people ask me, what's your ambition? It's like, I want people to quote my jokes.
Yes, exactly. The best compliment I get is when people come up to me and they say, my friends and I have been texting your jokes back and forth. Because that's the whole point.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck about like being remembered. I want the jokes to be remembered.
No, you're not remembered. Mitch Hedberg is being remembered.
I want to... I don't care. See,
Sorry, that was a burn.
I think the whole point is to create jokes that are so good that you become forgotten, and that joke just lives on through people sharing it. It doesn't matter who said the joke. What matters is that people can share it with each other and get a laugh about it.
Well, I don't know. I agree. My narcissism wants to say I would love people to share my jokes, but also to remember it as this is a Ric joke. Kind of like this is a Ric joke. Like one day I'll get there. You know what I mean?
See,
I'm already a little bit there. People don't fully understand. People keep giving me jokes, like comedians. Like, oh, I wrote this joke for you, and they just say something really sad, or or mean or about murders or something, and I'm like, yeah. All right, you wrote a dark thing, and therefore you think it's for me. But it's like, no, let me, you know.
People keep giving me jokes too, and I'm like, that's a Dimitri Martin joke. Like how much trouble are you trying to get me in?
It'd be kind of cool if your next Kiltony appearance, you somehow come in with a bowl cut and doing Dimitri style jokes. That'd be mind blowing.
I'll say this: there's one very specific person out there who knows who they are. I'll tell you who it is afterwards because I can't say it on camera.
Okay.
Who gave me an amazing joke.
Then okay,
And,
but you can give them credit. People co-write all the time.
But when I tell you who it is, you'll understand why.
Oh, okay, I understand. I'll give you one example. For example, one of the jokes that I love in my set the most is a joke about shaving that I had been trying to write. That person doesn't know that. I had been trying to write that joke with that content for over 2 years. And one day he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey Rick, I have a joke for you." He's a comedian from Amsterdam called Diedrich Zurmond. He's great. And he says to me, "Hey, I have this joke for you." He gave me the joke, and it's just like, it's been crushing the whole time. I will use it on Kiltony when I get the chance. I haven't done it yet. It's one of my darkest jokes. And he just put all the pieces together without even me talking to him about the fact that I was trying to write about that. And I'm happy to use it because on the one hand, I was already into that topic specifically. And it really does fit with my set. But he's a very talented comedian, very funny. And he understands me and my humor better than most people that give me a joke, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So the joke he's given you, this person, when I say they have given you, is killing? Is it crushing?
It's doing well, and I've added. He just gave me a setup and punch for it, but I've been able to add more tags to it. And
without saying this person's name or giving too many clues, what would make you not want to say the name? What's an issue where you don't want to share it?
Rick, you will understand why. I will tell you off camera.
Are you ashamed of getting a joke from that person?
I'm super proud. It's so cool. Believe me, you'll understand when I tell you.
Because normally, like, if somebody had given me a good tag, I'd be like, "Oh, this person gave me that tag," and I'd just be happy about it. I would just say it.
I'll say this: it's not a comedian.
It's not a comedian.
It's not a comedian, but it's someone who has very close ties to one of the greatest who ever lived.
I feel like it was Charlie Kirk. Gave him the joke.
Hey, Rick, can I do an ad read real quick?
Okay, go for it. Oh, okay. All right, go for the ad read. We're getting into the second ad read, ladies and gentlemen.
I drink a double IPA, a few more letters, and I'll have a Mississippi. And then 2 extra A's for an Alabama. And if I want a drink that's colder, an Alaska. Dale's. What were you saying?
You're sponsored by Coke Zero? Thank God I'm switched on.
Hey, you know what'd be cool? You know what'd be really cool? So Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Coke Zero has R2D2. So the off-brand cola should do what's that?
C-3PO?
No, what's that Star Wars knockoff with the big helmets? Spaceballs.
Oh yeah.
HEB Cola, put Spaceballs on your brand.
Well, they're shooting the sequel for Spaceballs.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Why am I not in that?
Well, because they're not casting Mitch Hedberg.
Well, they should. It'd be a pretty fucking. That would sell tickets.
So another thing that you mentioned when I was trying to get you to come to the pod is, did Mitch Hedberg's family or entourage ever reach out to you? Do they have anything to say about the whole act?
And what joke.
And what was their reaction?
We're cool.
You're cool?
We're cool.
We're cool? Am I cool? Yeah, okay.
We're cool. Yeah, that's it.
All right. How much did you pay them for that?
Not a fucking dime.
Not
But
a
I'll
fucking
say
dime.
this.
All right.
In the midst of all the messages of people telling me to fucking kill myself, it was really nice for that person to reach out to me.
All right, and you feel that the whoever talked to you was speaking on his own individual behalf, or on behalf of also other members of that family?
Well, I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. No, I'm asking. I don't know. I'm curious.
I don't. Probably just his own.
Okay, but that's cool though. Like if people are close to him are okay with what you're doing, that means.
It's so weird how obsessed people are with like what I do, man.
Well, Mitch is an iconic figure. He
Yeah,
became an
okay,
iconic figure. He's beloved in the comedy world for being a great, amazing joke writer. So he's beloved by the entire comedy community. People were very, very sad at his passing away because of the way it happened and at the time in his career when it happened. So, and it's still kind of, it didn't happen that long ago. It was like 06 or 08, something like
years.
that, right? Like
I think it was 07. Yeah.
07? All right. Well, all right. Justin Palermo
difference.
is
2005.
05. All right. Well, all wrong.
Really? Are you? I could have sworn it was 07. Okay. Anyway,
Call Google.
You got the computer in front of you, so I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it.
So yeah, I think it's a little fresh still, for a lot of,
That's 20 years.
yeah, but a lot of people are older than 20. That's why young people don't care and older people care more, I think.
Well, you know what, Rick? Maybe I should just shut the fuck up and never say another word.
Yeah, quit comedy. No, dude, what I'm excited about is, I'll say this. I've seen your set live at the Laugh Factory. I saw your Kill Tony Minute. I for sure thought the jokes were well written and you're a good joke writer. The Mitch Hedberg thing, I think, plays in your favor.
It does.
And as long as you're aware and you're doing it respectfully to him, you're not making him look bad in any way, shape, or form, then go ahead. And if you find a fan base that resonates with you and who likes you and you can build a career on that, then do it, Definitely do not change your style of comedy because other comics are hating on you.
Oh, yeah.
As long as it's working commercially. If doing what you're doing was a problem commercially and you thought it could improve if you changed it, then I would say change it.
I'll say this. Every dog shit comedian sounds like every other dog shit comedian, and it's okay because they fit in. I sound like one person who has ever existed, and it's a problem because I stand out.
That's beautiful. And on that note, Keegan Carmychael, thank you for coming on Diez Nuts.
I thought they would be more tasty than that. We don't have to put that in. That was a bad joke. Anyway,
We'll put it in. Everything goes in.
everything goes in. All
You're
right.
good? Or
Yeah.
was there anything you wanted to say? You have another ad read?
Oh yeah. Hold on. So okay.
Go for it.
Go for this. This is strict for yeah. Okay. So 422 Riverside. I was in the elevator with you. We talked about Lime scooters. Beautiful, perhaps Indian woman, blue dress. I cracked a few jokes. You laughed. Beautiful smile. If you see this, message me.
If you're into Mitch Hedberg, message Keegan Carmychael. Take care. Thank you so much.